Hello children, simple equations, class 7, subject mathematics, chapter 4, and this is the part 2. So in the previous class we have studied about the introduction and to write a expression from a statement, right? So let's look at solving the equations in today's class. Okay, so the value of the variable for which the equation is satisfied is called the solution, which means when you find out the value of a variable. See, in this example 5x is equals to 30. So when you know the answer for x, that is called solution of the equation. Okay, so to solve the equation 5x is equals to 30, we can do it by trial and error method. 5 into what is 30? 5 ones are, 5 twos are, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25, 5 sixes are 30. Like that. Okay, so this is called trial and error method. Okay, so you have to keep giving the value for x. See here in this example, you can see this table. Value of x can be anything, minus 2, 0, 3, 4, 6, 7. You can keep giving values till you get the answer as 30. Okay, so value of 5x is what? If x value is minus 2, then what is 5x value? It is 5 into minus 2, that is minus 10. If x value is 3, then 5 into 3 is 15. If x value is 4, then 5 into 4 is 20. If x value is 6, then 5 into 6 is 30. Okay, so here we got the x value as 6, so that 5x is equals to 30. Okay, so therefore x is equals to 6 is the solution of the equation. So method to solve. There are many methods in order to get the solution. Okay, you can add the same number to both the sides, or you can subtract. I'll tell you the examples for all these things. Okay, you can either add the same number to both the side in the sense to LHS as well as RHS side, or you can subtract the same number from both the sides, or you can multiply both the sides by the same number, or you can divide both the sides by the same number. Okay, so these are the 4 things which you have to keep it in your mind. Okay, you can't do it for one side, you have to do it for both the side, that is LHS and RHS. And we have something called transposing a term. Okay, so when you are transposing a term from LHS to RHS or RHS to LHS, it can be either way, then what happens to the sign? When it is a positive sign, it changes to negative sign. Okay, so when you are transporting it from LHS to RHS or RHS to LHS, only then you have to change the sign. When it is within LHS or when it is within RHS, you are not supposed to change the sign. Okay, when you are transporting it from LHS to RHS or RHS to LHS, then plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, multiply becomes division, and division becomes multiply. You have to remember this. This is the keyword. Okay, if you remember this, it's very easy to solve. Okay, so thus for solving the equation 5x is equals to 30, so see here, so 5x is equals to 30. Okay, so here we want only x to find out, right? So it is what? 5 into x is there, right? So in order to remove a 5, so you have to divide both the sides by 5, right? So 5x divided by 5 is equals to 30 divided by 5. Why are you dividing it? Because it is multiplied with x. Therefore, you have to divide both the sides so that 5 and 5 gets cancelled. So x is equals to 5 ones are 5 6 are. Therefore, x is equals to 6 is the answer. Did you all get it, children? If it is plus with respect to the variable, then you have to subtract with the same number and then do in both the sides. Okay, you can't subtract only in LHS or only in RHS. So more examples. So let's look at here. 6x plus 10 is equals to minus 2. Right? So here you have to transfer plus 10. Okay, so 6x is equals to minus 2. Here it is plus 10. So when you transfer it to the RHS side, it becomes minus 10. Why? Because here it is plus 10. So it is transferring it signs from plus to minus. Therefore, it is minus 10. So 6x is equals to minus 12. When you add minus 2 and minus 10, you get minus 12. So x is equals to minus 12 divided by 6. Why it is divided by 6? Because here it is into x. 6 into x. Therefore, here this side, when it comes to the RHS side, it becomes divided by 6. So x is equals to minus 2 is the answer. Because 6 ones are and 6 minus 2s are. Therefore, x is equals to minus 2. Okay. So let's take another example. 2y divided by 3 is equals to 4. Okay. So 2y is equals to what? Here it is divided by 3. So when it moves to the RHS side, it becomes multiplied by 3. Therefore 4 into 3 is what? 12. And in the LHS side, it is 2y because 3 has already went to the RHS side. And here y is equals to 12 divided by 2. Why? Because here it is 2 into y, and when it goes to the RHS side, it becomes 12 divided by 2. Because here it is multiplication sign, and when it transposed from LHS to RHS side, it becomes divided by 2. Therefore, y is equals to 6. Is it clear, children? And note that 2 by 3 is the coefficient of y in LHS. So, the reciprocal fraction of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. See here, as you all can see in the second example, 2 into y by 3 is equals to 4. Right? So, here with respect to y, 2 by 3 is the coefficient. Right? So, when you have to remove this, you have to multiply by 3 by 2. Right? Then it gets cancelled. So, here it becomes 4 into 3 divided by 2. So, y is equals to 4 into 3 divided by 2. Is it clear, children? So, here when you do solve it, so the answer becomes 6. So, let's look at one more example here. Equations may arise in daily lives. Example, Ram scored twice as many runs as Raj. Together they scored 30 runs. How many runs did Raj score? Okay, so let's assume that the Raj score is X runs. Okay, and Ram scored twice as Raj run. So if Raj score is X, twice means what? You have to use multiplication sign. You know, right? So 2 into X is the Ram score. So when you add together, so together the score is how much? 30 runs. So it is 2x plus x is equals to 30. Did you understand? So here, since it is, they are like terms, their coefficients can be added. So you have to keep x as the common, then it is 2 plus 1 is equals to 3x. So we know that 3x is equals to 30. Therefore, what is the value of x? You have to divide both the side by 3. So, x is equals to 10. Why do you have to divide it by 10? Why do you have to divide it by 3? Because it is 3 into x. So, therefore, you have to divide by 3. So, the x value is 10. Therefore, Raj scored 10 runs and Ram scored 20 runs. Therefore, when you add 10 plus 20, it is 30 runs. Okay. Next is setting up an equation from its solution. So, how can you set up an equation from the solution? So, till now we have studied to get the solution. So, here let's look at the solution. Okay. X is equals to 2. Okay. You can do any mathematical operation on LHS and RHS and you have to maintain the equation. Okay. So, when you multiply both the side by 5, what happens to this equation? Let's write, I'll write here. X is equals to 2. Okay, when you multiply both the side by 5, what happens? 5 into x is 5x. 2 into 5 is 10. So, it is 5x is equals to 10. When you subtract both the sides by 3, you can do any operation. Okay, it need not be the same. Okay, here I am just using multiplication and subtraction sign. So, 5x minus 3 is equals to 7. because 5x minus 3 is equal to 10 minus 3 is 7. So thus the solution of the equation 5x minus 3 is equals to 7 is x is equals to 2. When you solve this, you get x value as 2. So these are the definitions. Okay, please write it in your book. Pause the video and write. Okay, so variable, algebraic expression, evaluate, solve and equation. So let's continue in next class. Thank you, children.